What's up, everyone, and welcome to the final round here at the fourth stop of the Prodigy Disc Pro Tour in the beautiful Kuopio, Finland. This coverage is brought to you by Natural Born Disc Golfer. Thank you guys for sharing it with us here at Gatekeeper Media. This commentary is brought to you by Parked Podcast. My name is Mitch Phillips. Joining me is Hayden Riccard.
Yeah, we've made it to the final round. Round two. What a round.
Yeah. 3 bogeys, but so many birdies for our leader, Niklas Anttila.
And Samuel Hänninen, playing clean. Just a couple pars here and there when he needed to take birdies, but
the putter continuing to catch fire.
Oh, no doubt.
And a player that was just on fire the whole time, 4 in a row streak there, 6 through 9, Joona Heinänen. And making a charge, jumping 8 spots, just the bogey on for Niko Rättyä, sponsored by Discmania. Excited to see him back on coverage. It's been a couple rounds since we've seen him, but very tight at the top. And that 5th through 9, 2 strokes.
It's not far at all.
Yeah, and it seems that the weather is moving in just a little bit here on the final day. And we're going to see how that does affect the players. But let's move into hole 1. Par 4, 709 feet. Play here is going to be max distance driver, out of bounds on the left side the whole way. But as these, you're going for the max distance, it's going to be more of a stand-up, going to be a flip. The only thing to avoid, that tree on the right. But the difficulty of this hole comes on the approach. With that hazard sand bunker there on the left, inside the circle, it feels like all the discs just get pulled right to it. It does end up making players throw a little bit shorter, and maybe a little bit right, bringing the OB on the out-of-bounds side. But what a great pin position, good starting hole. Gallery going to be lining it up in a huge way here on the final day.
Look how many people are already here just at the starting. Everybody's going to be following this lead card.
Ensimmäisenä heittovuoroon tuloksella 95 heittoa eli -19 edustaa Vuorelan Veikkoja, Team Discmaniaa, Niklas Anttila.
Yeah, your leader after 2 rounds just by 1 stroke, though. Late flip, just carrying forwards.
It's a really great shot.
Toisena heittovuoroon.
It's going to give him a good approach to that green.
Yeah, and you can see the jacket on. A lot of the people.
A little bit cold.
Yeah, rain maybe coming, windy. Samuel Hänninen. Maybe just a little bit too much turn on that right side. This can fight through.
Yeah, going to have a weird footing.
Yeah, maybe you have to go to a standstill on the approach, but should be a problem.
97 heittoa, eli -17, edustaa Talin tallaajia, Joona Heinänen.
And Joona Heinänen, just absolutely joy to watch the power, but also control of this player. Can hear the torque just coming off the disc. No flex. Just trying to hyzer flip it. Matching distance there to Anttila.
It doesn't even look like he's actually throwing that hard. It's so smooth.
No, it's beautiful form.
98 heittoa eli -16 edustaa Ylivieskan frisbeekarhuja sekä Team Discmaniaa, Niko Rättyä.
Yeah, and a player we saw, I believe, the last time in the first stop in Helsinki. It'll be exciting to see him on our final one of coverage.
And he's another player who can smash.
Yeah, and made such a jump in round 2. The momentum is definitely on his side as he starts out here on 1. Late flip, needing not to miss that tree. It does.
Wow. Look how far it's put him down the fairway.
A good 50 feet further than everyone else. Oh, and it's just very, very pinched here for Hänninen. trusting this disc on the Sky Anheuser, knowing it needs to fade back and avoid the out of bounds. And
so unfortunate there.
yeah, it's a spot. He's knowing he's one back. It's early. His final round. Huge gallery here. But maybe one that he didn't necessarily need to try to push too far, but with everyone else in position to attack.
This needs to get down. Almost getting over it.
Yeah. Gonna find it, though. Wind picking up. Disking down. This looks to be in a good spot.
Yeah, it's just going to dig into that hill and sit.
And that's the correction you get with the slower speed disc, too. It's not going to carry as far, and it's going to fade earlier. Good disc selection there for Niklas. We finally get
And Niko going to a
drive.
standstill.
Yeah. No need to do any more than that. Leaving a little bit, though. See how close Samuel is after that unfortunate out of bounds. Still a lot of distance. Gonna be the bogey, start out the round, but
We've seen players come back from that and with a full charge.
yeah, and most of the players that do take a bogey or worse here on one just left. It does sit. And when they take the bogey on one, I mean, it is a switch that happens, and it's a great round. Maybe even a good sign. Get the bogey on one, be able to charge.
Yep, and just move on.
Yep.
And Niko just not putting enough leg movement into that putt to get it on the right height.
Yeah, when you're going to that straddle putt, your timing is everything.
And
Insult to injury, high
Okay.
left, decides to just kick
come on,
out.
basket.
Probably the worst spot you can hit on any basket. That's not a Prodigy thing. That's any basket. You're hitting that high left on the hyzer putt. It's very difficult to get it to stick. Making the correction. Our only birdie from our leader.
Yeah. Double bogey from Joona there.
And as we saw in round one, a full slew of
Different
scores.
numbers, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to hole 2, par 3, 289 feet. This one, again, is just trying to get it to circle edge and have a look for a putt. There's OB everywhere. And if you're not careful, you can go super quick and behind, left, even get caught up behind the barrier there.
Yeah, we did see some of our players in round two really perfect the speed control, put it within 2-3
Made the
feet.
correction from round one.
Yeah.
Flex forehand and just softly smooth it right up next to the basket.
Yeah, the room for error so small on one of the weirdest shaped shots we've seen so far.
And this doesn't get back early enough.
Yeah, this is
Still
what
a
happens if you don't have
center
enough
cut.
height. It
Yeah.
straight skips instead of, going up it. But really the play is going to be not as much turn as that was. Need to fade out a little bit too early, or more early, I guess.
It's an overstable disc that's required.
Mm-hmm. And this if it needs to get down. Just don't go out of bounds.
Just sit.
That's all right.
Oh my.
Yeah, nerves are there.
He's like, that I got lucky on.
Realizing it. You got to give the people what they want. You got a full gallery here. You need everyone kind of take a breath. Fast disc here.
This looks
Perfect. Oh, no. Just skipped too long.
He's not OB.
Nope, safe.
He's like,
Samuel's reactions are great. Just full wearing his emotions on his face. Just absolutely fun player to watch. Slower speed disc here.
Needs to get back left.
And it does straight skip out of bounds.
Gosh. He's
Tough
going to have a look
spot,
for
yeah.
a par, though.
Yeah, that was a range that, Joona really did have dialed in, that just outside circle. But definitely to save the par. Look for birdie here for Niko.
It's a far putt, though.
Yeah, knowing that most players are getting par here, you're not losing many strokes.
You're going to take that, though, from the early kick off that tree.
Yeah.
I'll take that any day.
Just low and right. Yeah,
just a half bid. Knowing that he's doesn't have much to do there on that hole.
Just inside circle after the relief from out of bounds.
Great comeback for the par.
Real confident. Not letting anything else slip away.
Good birdie for Samuel.
If that putter gets hot, everybody else watch out, because he is going on a streak. And we've seen him on previous, parts of this tour so far, but I feel like this tournament in specific, Samuel is really coming to his own. The putter we've talked about so much, but he's setting himself up to be in phenomenal positions. And the confidence is just so evident in his body language. He feels like he's just really enjoying himself here at Kuopio.
And it's really just, getting your first couple tournaments in the books and getting prepared for the season and do what you can.
Yeah.
He's been playing fantastic.
Yeah, just 2 back from your leader of Niklas. Let's move into hole 3, par 3, 413 feet. Can we blind off the tee? Going to reach for a max distance driver, flip up hyzer, maybe a full hyzer the whole way if the wind allows it. The difficulty being, as so many of these holes are, speed control once you hit to not skip too far, maybe even shorting it to knowing that the skip is going to come. But the out of bounds really close all the way around this basket. I believe this is D2 from Samuel. Old run of him. Perfect.
Putting it closer each round.
Yeah. That's what you want to do. When it's always a good feeling when you have a tournament that is the same course over and over again, so you can make those minor corrections as you go. DD3, I believe, out of Niklas. Higher approach.
This didn't
dropped.
Yeah, it really didn't push far, but he's deadly from that range.
Yeah, circle's edge, but yeah, it looked like it just kind of lost a lot of momentum. See the wind picking up just a little bit. And that's where the skip, it does maybe curl back in. Getting down.
It's out of bounds.
They're going to see out of bounds graphic, but they're going to look at it. Sometimes that can be a little bit of a relief, maybe if the spotter's unsure of
selection.
It. Yeah.
Let everybody take a look at it. Just needs a good skip. Just short outside circle 1.
Similar distance to Anttila. Based on our graphic here, we assume he actually is out of bounds, but of course we're going to be able to look at it. Joona.
Oh.
Started to walk it in. That needs to sit down.
Don't do this to him.
It does curl up. Just
Still,
a little,
though.
Just a little bit short, and that's going to be a outside circle putt again.
It's a good miss there, though.
Mm-hmm.
After seeing what Joona had off of that cage.
Just outside circle here for Rättyä. Great step putt for Paul.
You see how high that was in the basket?
Little to no spin. That very committed. Just such a rare thing to see, the step putt with the push. What a great combination there. Another great step putt, running him down for par. But I want to go back to that. The timing it takes to get a step putt to work is huge. But to do it in the way in which he just did it is so many technicalities. Incredible putt there. Samuel finding the only birdie here, getting one back. This is what he does, man. I'm expecting 3, 4, 5 streak from Samuel.
I know. As we move into hole 4, par 3.
Maybe not on this one.
Yeah, we saw some close ones, and we saw them run this one.
Yeah.
in the second round. So I don't know, if you're close now, I think you see them change it up, lay up on this one because it's such a death putt.
Yeah, and the basket obviously not being to the right, but being high up on this left pedestal.
Left, I mean,
the rollaways were terrible in round 2.
From everybody. Mm-hmm. It's awful. And the height difference is, you got to push it so far up.
Yeah, talk about this drive. I mean, the angle.
The angle, you got to there's two options. You can go very high and pretty much in the center, or you can go this inside route if it flexes back out.
And this is flexing back out, but it is on the right side.
It's pin high,
close,
but down in the goalie. That had some speed on it. That was going past the basket if it stayed clean.
Truly. Really the first one we've seen with a chance to even accomplish that. This is the normal approach you're going to see, this high shot with kind of a slightly stable disc.
Got caught up just a little bit because it went a little bit too far straight.
It's a good forward roll, though. We saw the difficulty if you're not cresting that hill. Oh, the vision is so important on this one. This is high and turning.
Oh, this looks great.
That is the best drive
and a roll
we
up.
have seen. Hopefully it curls.
That's going to be birdie look.
I mean, you said it before the shots were even starting in this round. Niko Rättyä smashes a Frisbee, and that is a smash, but also incredible shape, touch. I mean, that had it all. This looks great as well. Flex out.
Oh. He found himself down there before, but I think he's a little bit further back from where he was the last time in round 2. This has got to get close.
You go more of a flex play, hoping that it hits soft, but if it fades out early, it stays.
You've got to think just lay up.
Yeah. Match the side of the hill, put it close, let it land soft. Great shot.
Selection.
This is kind of in that spot where you can run it. And Samuel, I mean,
but
I was joking that the streak could end, but if he misses this, the rollaway is brutal. Out of the hand, he knew it. And it does roll. Good jumps from the gallery. Oh, and it finds the out of bounds. No. And that's going to be a long comeback, or he may just have to lay it up and take the double. It's been done, Hayden.
First birdie that we've seen on coverage.
How many birdies for the tournament? Let Hayden check in on that as we see Niklas with another look. Par for Anttila. Not losing one too many. Just a handful. Got to think there's no more than 10 max. Okay, more than I thought. There actually is a good amount. But here on coverage,
almost 20.
Okay, but still, that's not a lot on a very, very difficult hole to find a 2. But
and 3 rounds too.
You can't get past this hole without mentioning that Niko just picked up
every stroke that he needed.
4 strokes. Moving into hole 5, par 3, 446 feet. Flex backhand is going to be the most common play. We have seen a forehand out of Samuel to put himself into birdie contention, but the wind really making these discs fade out or turn too much and cut roll. Really touchy shot at a very far distance.
I like the forehand play on this one for sure.
Yeah, if you have the distance.
After seeing Samuel's.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, 3 strokes that Niko picked up on the previous hole, bringing him tied for second.
Amazing.
That's what you're going to do if you can.
A little bit slip.
Low. Yeah.
And he knows it. It's going to have to do some work from there.
A lot of rotation on there.
Needs to stay. That is out of bounds for Niklas.
Rare to see him over-rotate like that.
Maybe trying to just bite off too much.
And Joona shaped this thing perfectly in round 2. Almost ace running. Sit down. Maybe safe on the edge again. But he did just ace run a 446-foot hole. Let's not get past that. He stays in bounds. What? Forehand out of Samuel. This needs to turn.
It does.
Big skip.
I thought I was going to get the roll there, but he's been there.
Too. That's where he hit it from round 2.
Mm-hmm. I'm just still in shock of Joona's drive.
Yeah, to stay in bounds there, but to ace run the longest par 3 on the course? Dang.
Okay.
Good touch here from Niko.
See Niklas jump putt from this angle here.
If you're going out of bounds. Ooh, I was going to say, he probably is going to run it.
Well, he knows he needs to continue playing decently.
Frustration. People are chasing him. He's got a little bit of a cushion here, but
not much.
Yep.
After seeing round 2's numbers.
Mm-hmm. Just low and right for Samuel. That was a distance that he really found and was able to catch fire, and it needs to happen again after taking the double on 4. Finally get to Joona's drive.
If he can put this in for birdie, it'd be fantastic. And
it's never a chance.
Nope.
Stroke looked just a little bit awkward there, maybe a little bit rushed.
Staying clean. Got to be happy with that one.
Yeah, par here is really common. Unfortunately, Niklas going to find the bogey. This hole playing very, very close to par. Niklas taking his time, not taking any of these short putts for granted.
Taking Niklas back to even for the round so far. And a great par from Joona. As we go to hole 6, par 3, 364 feet. Get through this initial gap. Going with probably a mid-range, slow fairway. Trying to scoot up to the green here. Not trying to put too much on it and go down the backside and leading towards the OB. This is definitely one you want to get for the birdie.
Yeah, this is one that you can really only run for birdie if you're in a position where the death putt isn't there. We see a lot of players not put enough on it, and then you really
short.
Can't run it. And if you do, out of bounds comes quick. If you push too long, out of bounds comes quick. Oh, no. The footing just getting a little bit slippery here. And that can happen on these turf tee pads. When the rain
he's already going to check to see where it's at.
Yeah. Kind of take a step away from the tee, take a breath, kind of reset. It's a nice, stable mid-range here. Getting a good straight skip. Going to be in the tester range. If you walk up, you're feeling it. It's a decision that you make early on as you're walking down the fairway. As we go to the shot here from Samuel. Oh, that catches early as well.
That had to have caught early.
Yeah, if it didn't, I think that was going to be in a very odd spot. Just maybe a little bit of an early release. If this can slow
Niklas
down and check up.
Having the chance to
take a bow, Mr. Anttila. That is
play it perfectly.
The best drive.
I feel like when he takes a bogey, he's like, all right, not happening again.
Yep. He doesn't like them. He just doesn't
This
like
is carrying
bogey.
so far.
He needs to sit. And Nico trying to do too much after an errant drive, going to find the out of bounds.
And Samuel just trying to put it close for the par putt. Should be no problem from there.
Nico
This is a difficult putt coming back uphill
for bogey.
for bogey.
Long putt. Just low.
It's such a tough putt from down there.
Yep.
And
you
Joona
see,
not messing with it at all.
hasn't found a birdie yet so far. Starting to fall a little bit off the pace, but knowing that he's still in a good position to attack. A lot of holes left here in the final round.
And Niklas, what a shot with this tap in.
Going to extend his lead to 3.
The double bogey.
Yeah, just a little bit off on the drive and then trying to take too much back.
Still tied for third, so I didn't push him too far down.
No. But momentum definitely needing, he's got to pick it up. Him and Joona both. So we move into hole 7, par 3, 253 feet. Another hole where speed control is so important. A lot of different ways to attack this. We've seen the high spiking forehand. We've seen the turnover with a really broken in putter from a standstill. We've seen a lot of different ways, but the biggest thing, put it close. Hopefully be on the right side if you can, so you're not having to putt towards the out of bounds. Going to be disking up. Pushing it wide here.
Just a little short.
Yeah, I didn't get the skip that he got in round 2 to be able to put that close, but that's a scary putt.
Going to the standstill is Joona. This needs to turn.
Oh, this is such a broken in disc. Really good speed
Just
control.
outside or just on the edge of circle 1.
And Samuel finally
shot.
making the correction. In the first 2 rounds, he threw that same disc but didn't put enough commit on it. Was kind of that high short left, forcing him to really run a tough putt, but finally putting himself inside the circle.
This is a straight shot at the basket.
An approach we really haven't seen, that very direct shot with kind of a stable disc. Nico definitely going into attack mode.
And look at this putt that Niklas has for birdie.
It's a scary one. But it's one as your leader you got to take.
Good commit to it.
That's how you keep the lead right there. Bringing him to -2 on the round. Let's go to the Colty Pizza slow-mo. Staring death in the face. Good commit to that hyzer angle. Hitting high. Great putt there from Niklas to continue on a streak here in the final round.
And a good putt from Joona. Lead this one. Get some momentum, feeling good. Back down to +1 for the round.
First birdie of the round for Joona.
And Samuel, another birdie.
Bringing himself back to even.
Ooh,
We have
almost not a star frame.
It was
It was so close.
on the edge, but we find our first star frame.
See him playing with the chains there.
No, he wanted everyone to come over and shake him.
Oh, yeah.
That was it. I remember seeing that in coverage years ago.
Well, we all used to do it.
Yeah. It was definitely a thing from Europe. I think it was in the European Open, maybe. Everyone
Probably.
kind of circled around and shook the chains when he did it. That's
Let's
great.
go to hole 8, par 3, 302 feet. One of the shortest holes. But, I mean, it's so touchy. You have to throw an approach disc, putter.
As high as you possibly can.
Yes. I mean, we saw the insane hyzer routes in round 2 here.
hyzer doesn't even really do it justice. I mean, some of these shots, this one is definitely more of a hyzer, but some of our players going with nearly just a perpendicular shot to the ground, just jackknifing down. But that checks up beautifully for Niklas.
Yeah, Joona going the more up to down motion on this drive.
A little short.
Little short. I think he's going to lay up from there in that angle.
Looks to be maybe a faster disc in the hand. And it's still an A2.
Climbing up that edge.
Yep. Lower line here.
It's going to have a test outside circle 1.
A lot of drop off behind the basket, but
We'll see how aggressive he wants to get.
he has that nice, step putt
Yeah.
that's with a push. So when he does do it, it doesn't go very far if it misses. So I think he's a player that's able to attack this. So definitely a rare stroke that comes in handy right here. So close, catching the top
It's a good
rung.
bid.
Yeah, he knows it. Just inside the circle here for Niklas. 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Running away with it a little bit.
I think from here, he can play pretty safe.
Yeah, he's not doing that, though. This is Niklas Anttila.
I know.
It's pedal to the metal. Tough to play safe, though, when you got
Someone's
Sentinel
pushing.
chasing
Yeah,
you.
I know, right?
3 back still, but definitely not a player you want to forget about.
Heck no.
Impossible to forget about the way that he's been putting this tournament. Pars for Niko and Joona. As we move into the final hole on the front 9 here, par 3, 348 feet. Going to need to navigate through the gap. Usually a forehand spike, maybe a little bit lower with a slower disc. Going to need to control the skip as it comes in and not go out of bounds, as it is just inside the circle on the whole backside of this basket. Niklas in the previous round hitting first available, hoping to correct. Good correction here. Better than good correction here. That's a phenomenal drive from our leader, looking to go 4 in a
And on
row
this
to
front
finish
9,
out.
I think there's just these touchy forehands out these gaps that require you to really dial it up.
This is a course that definitely has become more forehand dominant than really any other stop on the tour so far. If this sits,
Oh, it's parked. Putting some moves.
yep. Sam will
Cannot
not
count him out.
He's not done yet. He's pushing. Joona as well. This looks great. Can hear that wind picking up a little bit, but definitely not affecting these players so far.
See what Niko could do here.
All of our players look to be inside the circle, maybe just a little bit outside there for Rättyä.
Yeah, you can hear the wind picking up here.
What a thing of beauty.
Let's go.
Finding himself back under par. Hayden and I are fist pumping here in the studio. Beautiful backdrop for all these putts.
Count another one. Oh my gosh.
And we're gonna
this
be-
is so much fun to watch.
Wow.
I mean, they're just getting not just getting birdies, but they've taken bogeys.
Yeah, it's taken one
All
bogey,
of them
2
have.
bogeys. Oh, my,
no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That wind picking up. You can hear it, and it seems
Joona.
like just the edge. As the second that came out of his hand, maybe not realizing the wind was as much as it was, and it just picked up and just took it with it. Oh,
No.
and he decided to putt from
his
the previous
spot again.
lie.
I think that's smart.
Oh, 100%. But then the brutality of just kicking right back out and
my
immediate
gosh.
another double bogey.
That's super smart because he was more level with the basket.
Right. But you don't expect to kick back out
No,
that way.
you do not.
Finds himself back down the leaderboard to finish out. That's demoralizing there after a really, uncharacteristically, not as much birdies, but to start and finish with the double for Joona.
But we know he can get hot.
Oh, no doubt. Only
And the back
3
nine
back.
can definitely open up.
Yep.
And a little bit more. I mean,
Finally some separation in the top 10.
definitely. I mean, not big scores on the front 9 except for Jaakko.
Yeah. Jumping
And minus
10
6.
spots, 6 through 9, putting himself trying to find the podium. A player that we're going to be excited to see how he finishes
Yeah,
out.
that'll be awesome to see.
Be sure to like and subscribe here, getting the waves from the fans. Definitely a little bit more of a quiet front 9 here. But as we move into the back 9,
It opens up completely.
Gonna
I
see
mean,
some
we saw
streaks.
a lot of birdies on the back 9 in round 2, so I fully expect a massive charge from all the players.
yeah, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Parked Podcast. My name is Mitch Phillips,
And I'm Hayden Riccard.
and we'll see you for the final 9 holes here at the 4th stop, the Prodigy Disc Pro Tour.